about David Livingstone, a Scottish missionary who lived in the 19th century. As our guest, Marianne Meijers.
Good evening.
Can you tell me about the life of David, his youth or something?
David Livingstone was born in Blantyre on the 19th of March in 1813, and he lived with his parents in a little apartment where he grew up. He has to work very much, and he always has the dream to be a missionary. He wants really bad to go to China to do missionary work there.
Mm-hmm.
So he studied for that, and when he finished his study, he went to China. But because of the war, he couldn't go, and he went to another missionary to a reading. He has to talk about his...
Robert Moffat was that, right?
Yes. And he talked about Africa, and that he was a missionary there.
Yeah.
So and then David wanted to go to Africa.
Yes. So, and then did he go right next after he heard that Robert went to there, or did he marry first? He
married with Mary Moffat in
the daughter of Robert, right?
Yes, in 1854, and but then he met her in Africa. So before that he went to Africa.
Okay, great. Did they have children?
Yes, I have a photo of them. He has 4 children. On this photo you can see David with his wife Mary and his 4 children. It was a really nice family, and they had it really good with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I have another photo of David Livingstone.
He looks a bit angry.
It's a dark photo.
Okay. What did he do in Africa? Where did he went?
On this photo you see where he went. Somewhere there. He had a really long trip, and he had some troubles on his way. Once a lion would attack them.
Did he survive?
Yes, he survived because a man of his group did push the lion away, so he could escape.
Yeah.
And he has some pain on his left arm, but he survived.
Yeah, great.
Yes.
Did they go to a desert or somewhere to meet some people?
He wanted to meet the Makololos, and he went through the Kalahari Desert. Because he wanted that, and so he went with his family and other people and with a guide to go to be there. But in 1850 he gets very sick because of malaria.
Yeah.
So because of that he couldn't finish the trip. And but in 1851 he tried it again, because then he was better, and he was still sick, but he really wanted to go there, so he went. And then he went with another man. His family stayed at the camp where they lived, and then they went, and he came to the king of the Makololos, and the king he said that it was fine to start a mission post. So he did, and he started the mission post, but the king died, and yes, that was really sad because they wanted so badly to be there, and that was not possible after that the king died. So they went back to the family, and they did the family on the boat so they could go to England back. And David Livingstone stayed in Africa because he thought that was a great country, and he really wanted to be there, so he stayed.
But his wife died on the Zambezi River.
Yes.
In 1870, is
yes.
that right? And when did David die, and what happened to him?
He went on another trip, and he was not in good
state.
Yeah. And he was sick, and it didn't go well with him. But he went on another trip, so he went through Africa. But he went to the jungle, and he didn't have very much people with him, and he was sick, so he died in the middle of Africa. And the people who were with him, that were 3 men, they took him with him, but they buried his heart under a tree in Africa, because they thought that was where his heart was. He was so motivated and so happy to be there, so they thought that his heart would be on the right place under that tree.
Well, and what's your opinion about David Livingstone?
I think he was a really good missionary, but
me too.
Yes, I think it was better when he was sick to stay on one place and not go further to another place, because that was bad for his health.
But maybe he thought that God would...
yes, I think that's... he had a big trust, because he went and they didn't stay. And I think that's really, really good, because he wanted to tell the people about God and
love God.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that is great.
Yes, it was.
He had a great impact on Africa.
Yes.
And also the traveling around Africa, places where people never had been, or people from Europe. So that's great, I think.
Yes.
Well, thanks for this conversation.
Yes, I really liked it.
Me too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.